Good afternoon. I'm Sienna Richardson, and I'm here to do an interview with Miss Catherine Zimmerman, who's a school guidance counselor at Roland Norman Elementary. The questions I'm going to ask you today are in regards to the IEP process and the role that you play.
Okay.
My first question, did you make the initial referral for the student to be evaluated? And if so, what prompted you to do that?
No, I usually do not make the initial referrals. It's either a teacher or a parent.
Okay. And what concerns are being addressed by the student's individual education plan, and what expertise do you add to the IEP plan?
I am involved in the initial process of the IEP plan and identifying the weaknesses the student has that got them into that referral.
Okay. So the initial part is what you're responsible for, and then you identify some of the issues that the child has. Okay. What have you found to be the most challenging task as a member of the IEP plan?
The most challenging leading into the referral is the data collection. The teachers implement interventions and have to collect data, but sometimes they don't realize that they have the data, and it's just hard to kind of get all that in one place.
So getting all the data together. Okay, so data collection. And what do you enjoy most about being a member of the team?
Just being able to help students who are having difficulty find ways to help them do better in school.
Okay. All right. And what do you, if you could change one thing about the IEP process, what would that be?
The initial referral. I think that students should be universally screened at a certain point in first or second grade if they haven't met benchmarks, instead of going through the referral process, doing a universal screener.
Okay, so every student should be screened in the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting perspective. Okay. And you're not the parent, so I'm going to skip over the next question. And what do you think could be done differently in the IEP process?
Just like I said before, the initial screeners for students who are not meeting benchmarks, that would expedite students getting services instead of having to wait so long.
Okay. All right. And have you ever encountered parents who were strongly opposed to the instructional strategies that were suggested by you?
Yes.
Okay.
I have had parents who do not want their child to have any part of the process. They don't want their child labeled. And it's mainly due to a misconception of what the IEP and what the Exceptional Children's Program is.
You think it's mostly just because they don't really understand.
They don't understand. And a lot of times we've explained to them that it doesn't mean there's anything necessarily wrong with their child. They're just having a learning difficulty somewhere in the way they're processing information. And sometimes they will change their minds, but I've had a few that flat out refuse services.
Okay. Well, you've given me a lot of valuable information today. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.